Welcome back to Simply Southern. Earlier this year, the Alabama legislature met for the first session of a new 4-year quadrennium. From March through June, legislators reviewed a lot of bills and, with Governor Kay Ivey's approval, created new or revised old laws. To discuss some of those changes, especially the ones that most impact rural Alabamians, we welcome Preston Roberts of the Alabama Farmers Federation. Preston, thanks for being here.
Great to be with you, Mary.
Now, this year, a unique situation for the legislature. There were actually budget surpluses.
That is a unique situation, and legislators really had 3 areas of thought when they were looking at these revenue increases. The first one was, hey, we collected too much, and so let's give it back to the people. The second one was, hey, we can save this money if we need to for maybe a rainy day when budgets aren't so good. And then the third thing was cut taxes where they could, and legislators did all 3. They cut taxes by using cutting the state sales tax on groceries, which is 4%.
And that's something we heard a lot of chatter about. So when are consumers actually going to start to see the impact of that tax cut? So
in September of 2023, consumers will see a 1% decrease from that 4% sales tax down to 3%. And now if the budgets continue to do well, it will decrease by another percentage in 2024. And that's great news. Now, you also mentioned the rebates. That's, is it $150 for individuals? That's correct, $150 for individuals and $300 for married filing jointly. Wonderful. And now, that grocery sales tax that we mentioned before, that goes into the Education Trust Fund. So there's a line item in there for FFA membership fees. Why is that important? FFA is so important for a lot of reasons. It really educates our young people on the importance of agriculture and those that are going to be pursuing agriculture as a career and really overall workforce development. So this allows all students to participate in that great program. All right, so now we're going to move away from budgets and talk about new legislation that specifically impacts cattle farmers. They'll be happy to hear this because it actually limits their liability. So tell us about that one. That's right. If you know a cattle farmer or have ever been a cattle farmer, you know you can have the best fencing in the world and cows are still going to get out. And so what this bill does is limit the liability of cattle farmers when those cows do go out from municipal ordinances that are too restrictive. Now, we have really just glazed over some of the things that have happened in this legislative session, but I know that you guys put a lot of information out there throughout the session. So tell us, where can people go if they want to find more in-depth information about the new laws that were created this year? Sure, they can visit alphafarmers.org and go to the news section. And under that section, there is a Capital Connection link where you can sign up for our weekly newsletters during the legislative session for more information. Preston, thank you again for being with us. Absolutely. Now, when Simply Southern returns, you won't have to rely on Cracker Barrel anymore. Stacy Little of Southern Bite shows you how easy it is to make your own Southern fried apples, and they're irresistibly delicious.
Hi, I'm Ryan Mitchell, Forestry, Wildlife, and Natural Resource Regional Agent with the Alabama Cooperative Extension System. Today we're going to explore the differences between good fire and bad fire in land management, as well as how Alabama Extension can help. Fire has existed as part of our natural system for as long as time. It serves as a natural tool that promotes many native plants, reduces unnatural fuel loads, returns nutrients to the soil, and even eliminates weeds and pests from agriculture land. Prescribed burning is the intentional burning of land under specific weather conditions. It has proven to be an important method of today's land management practices. By applying a controlled version of a natural process, we can manage forests and agricultural land better than ever. Planning a prescribed burn requires the identification of burn objectives. Once identified, these will help dictate the time of year and the desired weather conditions needed to achieve your objectives. The most important goal of conducting a prescribed burn is safety. To achieve this goal, personal protective equipment is required. This gear includes goggles or glasses, boots, fire-resistant clothing, and gloves. Make sure that you, as well as others, always wear these provisions. Controlled burns are considered good fire because of its natural benefits. However, without planning, fire quickly can become a danger instead of a tool. Since the first record of prescribed fire in the Southeast more than 10,000 years ago, humans have burning practices down to a science. This is especially true at Alabama Extension. By providing science-based, non-biased information through programs such as the Learn to Burn workshops, Extension can help you achieve your land management objectives. For more information about good fire, visit the Alabama Extension website at www.aces.edu.
What we eat, what we wear. It all starts somewhere. And if it's good, it usually starts with a farmer. And that somewhere is right here in Alabama. In a field, in a barn, on a tractor. Right now, there's a farmer starting something good for all of us. And it all starts right here in Alabama.
There's no such thing as downtime when you own a farm. This is your land. You tend it and try to get the most from it, no matter the weather or time of day. It's been that way for generations. And for generations, your local quality co-op store has been there for you, with a full range of agriculture supplies and services, from feed to fertilizer, seed to grain storage, and the right hardware for any application. You'll always find what you need, plus friendly, knowledgeable advice at your local quality co-op store. There's one near you.
Alabama has a lot of forest land. In fact, the state ranks third in the U.S. for forested acres behind only Georgia and Oregon. If you're a forest landowner, you may qualify to be a member of the Alabama Treasure Forest Association, or ATFA. The group is dedicated to improving the forest land of Alabama while helping landowners in their commitment to sustainable forestry. To learn more about ATFA or forest certification, visit treasureforest.org.
For more Simply Southern, follow us on social media. And while you're online, visit our website, simplysouthern.tv.net. Simply Southern continues in a moment.
Sweet Grown Alabama, we just saw it as such an amazing platform to be able to market for farmers and small Alabama businesses.
Being a niche producer, a commercial mushroom laboratory, it's very important that we kind of get the word out about who we are. And Sweet Grown has been monumental in helping us do that.
I think just support your local community, your neighbor. That's the backbone.
Discover what's growing in your neck of the woods at sweetgrownalabama.org.